Hi, Rasha, can you hear me? Let me turn on my camera. How are you doing? Good, thanks. Can you see my face? Okay, let me try again. Uh, what about now? No, let me try to join again. Right, great. I can see you too. Uh, yes. Before I get into myself, and thank you so much for your time today interviewing me. And yeah, my name is Yao Kun, and I'm currently working as a full stack engineer at Aon Consultant, where I developing web application for my clients, and so that's part of it. And some part of it will be machine learning projects. It really depends on the client's requests, and also on the side, I'm also doing a online master in computer science, and yeah, so this is me. Yeah, sounds good. I'm gonna use Google Colab. I think I'm comfortable with that. This is just IDE. Let me share my screen. Uh, hold on. Uh, I'm gonna start from very clean open file, new notebook. Can you see my screen? Yes. So this is the one that I'm gonna use. And may I ask, may I use Python to my as a programming language? Okay, sounds good. Hold on. Uh, yeah. Give me one sec. Yeah. The chat. Let me see. Okay, over here. Okay, let me copy over. Okay, so I'm given a JavaScript object and has a one property. It's called name. The value of the property is called test, and then also have the result, which is looks like a function. The function is also being called as well, and it will um, it will delete the delete the property for that object, and also return. I think it's gonna return an undefined. Yes. Okay, let me paste it over. So console log 1 plus 2, 2 as a string over here, and then what do we got in here? So and then 2 as also a string. I think what happens in JavaScript is gonna cast when it detect the first one is a number, the second one is a string. It will try to cast this one to be a number. So it will be, I think it will return 5 over here, the first one. And I know this is not the best practice. I mean, this is the different data type, but I think, yeah. So and the second guy over here, there's an empty space in between, and yeah, I think this is when we generate an error saying that there's a syntax error over here being empty, and because it detects that there's a two plus signs being between. Um, and then this guy over here, hold on, this one looks like it's gonna, yeah, this one is gonna interpret it as, I think it's gonna interpret it as well, what I'm thinking? I'm thinking about maybe it will interpret as a negative one because it will. But hold on, will that work or not? It's gonna be empty space in between. You think? Yeah, I'm thinking. I'm thinking about whether we will become a negative one because essentially this number will become a number, one as a number, and then we'll put a negative sign in front of it. But JavaScript with that complain that there's a plus or minus in the between. Uh, I think it might be okay. Yeah, I think it might be okay. And then if this one was an okay, and the same logic apply to here, and we have a plus sign in front of the string, and that becomes a number. I mean, in this case, if the first case is not okay, and this case will not be okay as well. But I think this guy looks fine to me. Yeah, I am. Well, yeah. If this one was okay, and then we would do the just do the simple math, right? 1 - 1 and +2, and same thing apply to here. It will become returning 4, and yeah. So and this console logging of a minus b +2 as a string. Yeah, I think this one will generate an error because we cannot do a math on the letter. And yeah, same apply to here. Yeah. So this one is gonna be 5. 5 as a number. And then this one is gonna be 2 plus 2. Yeah, this one is gonna be this one gonna generate an error. And this one is gonna be 1 minus 1. You know what? I'm changing my mind. I think this one should be an error. And if that is an error, and this one should be fine, and this one gonna be a 4, and this one is gonna be an error, and same for the last one. All right, send it back to you. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Let me see. So we have a uh, this is a JavaScript object, and it's called AC details. And one property is called user reference ID 1234, which is comes as a string. And also we have an emails, and this is comes in as a list of objects basically. And the first object is, let's see, so ID, email, address, primary, verified. Okay, and so that's the second property. So second property of the object, and then the third one was the account property. And then I was given also a list of objects, and also has one property in it, which is called ID of ABC. Okay. Um, okay. Let me see what else can I get here. I have a constant of a user ref ID of 1234, which is this guy over here. Also, I have a account reference ID of ABC, which is this guy over here. Okay. So I have a JavaScript. Okay. It's a reduce function. Okay. Um, AC details, which is this guy dot data. Um, yeah, so the first problem is I don't have the data property, right? So that might be the first error that this one is going to be undefined because okay, let me see. Expected result, okay. I mean, okay. Okay, sounds good. Thank you. And so the expected result comes back to be a JavaScript object, and with two properties. One is a main email, which is this email over here comes in as a list. an array, and also I have the account type as well. This is okay. Okay, sounds good. So the first error that I came across is the data property. The data property of this account AC details is undefined, so I don't have that property. And let's see. So we have the previous value as well as the current value. So it looks like it's doing some sort of aggregation. Um, let's see. Account detail, and then it takes in a callback. Okay. Um, account AD details dot current value dot user define ID. The previous value dot admin email. Sorry for the noise. There was some construction outside. Oh, okay, good. Account details dot current value. What's that property? Current value. Okay. Dot user define ID. Okay. Push. Yeah, it looks like if the current value dot reference ID is equal to the one that defined over here outside the function, and then it will, let's see, it will the current value dot account dot find data equal to, okay, data dot ID. You check that ID equals the reference ID. Okay, and so that's the selected one. Yeah, so this is looks like a starting point to me for the application. Well, here is like, oh, it's so when we do a push, we are only pushing an element, but this is looking like a spread operator on the previous value. So that might not be correct in here. The way that we're pushing an element, and also in here we are doing a push, and this is undefined, and this is not an array. Define. Data count. Also, it does not have type in here. The type property does not exist because you look at this property over here. Also in here is return the previous value. Um, yeah, I think the aggregation should be done right here, but it's returning back the original that is overriding. Yeah, I think that's my answer. Hold on, let me have one more check. Yeah, thank you. So it's a reduce function, okay. So we have a previous value, okay. This is doing the aggregation, okay, and the current value, okay. And then current value is looking at the data, but this is not data. Should be, I think, should be somewhere as a account or something. I think it should be account. Looks like. And the previous value, which is this guy over here as a starting point, also have a current value, and then looping through that array, okay. And then if the current value yeah, also we don't need this guy over here as well. Don't need. Because this one's already referencing this guy over here. Oh, user. Oh, it's looking at the reference ID. Okay. Hold on, I'm a bit confused because this one, the reduce should be operating on a JavaScript array, right? But in here, this is an obviously it looks like it's trying to access to the JavaScript array, but the array is only in the emails or the accounts. So yeah, and then it was trying to access look at the user reference ID, which is this guy over here. But again, this is outside. This is um, a JavaScript object though. So what should I say in here? So should I type something in here? Oh, okay, in here. Okay, yeah. So okay, and also we don't need the details. Okay, and then trying to access the trying to check the user reference ID, and then the previous email the push. And again, this is a oh okay. Also this is a another thing in here. Trying to do a spread operator in the push. because it's expecting a current value dot emails, basically this guy over here, dot map data equal data is okay. It's outputting the email address. Okay. Okay, this is maybe fine. This one is comes back as a JavaScript an array. So it's a spread operator on that array, and then outputting the data the email address. Yeah, I think this should be fine actually, because we are expecting at the end we are expecting an array to come back anyways. And if that's we go to the reference ID, and yeah, that's my answer. Yeah, I'm gonna do that right now. Thank you. Right. And before I get into the coding, is it possible that we cannot find this pair? Yeah, before I get into the coding, I'm going to ask you a few questions, Brasha. And is it possible that this pair cannot be found in the array? Okay, okay. And and I cannot assume that this one looks like I cannot assume this array is always sorted. It could be any. So right. I mean, can I expect this to be sorted? Okay. So it could be, let's say, 5, 6, 9, and then -1. It could be something like this. Okay. Okay. And okay. Okay. And okay. So positive number, and that means anything above 0. And also, I can assume this is going to be an integer. Okay. Okay. Um. Okay. So one approach that come out of my mind would be using a brute force approach, but yeah, this brute force approach, yeah, this looks like a two sum kind of problem for me, but brute force that's gonna have a two scan of the array. That will be taking big over the n square, right? Because I have to scan one time and then for the find first number, and then second time for the find a second number, which is not ideal. And I'm gonna propose to have a big over n and solution. What do you think? So essentially, we have the first number and then find a complement of that to see whether that number is in the array or not. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go with that approach. I think that's probably easier. Okay, and also I noticed that the number that we need to return is gonna be a index. That's why I need to be careful. Yeah, need to be mindful about that. So may I also solve this problem using Python? That's typically easy to type compared to Java. Okay, sounds good, and thank you. And I have a function over here. It's called well, find pair. And in here, I'm giving the nums over here, also the target as a number. And this guy's gonna be a list, and this guy is gonna be a integer. Um, I'm thinking about first thing we can create some sort of like a dictionary of um, the number as a key. Oh, another thing is I need to ask you about whether the number can be repeated. Oh, okay. So it could be like 5, 6, 9, 1, and then 5 again. So if that's the case, it be possible? I'm going to use your example again. So it would be possible to have something like a 2, 7, 1, 2, 7, 11, 15, and then 2 again, right? And for the target of 9, it could be this pair, or it could be this pair. Okay, so the answer is going to be 0 and 1, right? So basically, we pointing to this pair, and then also the last one as well. Okay, gonna be 1 and how many do I? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 4. Okay, basically I can reuse this number as two times. Okay, okay, perfect. Okay, and let me think. Yeah, I'm thinking about have a JavaScript and a Python dictionary or JavaScript object to save the number itself and also the indexes. However, because the fact that the number can be repeated, and well, what we can do is to have the key as the index. But if the key is the index, I don't. Let's see what happens. I'm not sure if you need that though. Let's say have the index to the number. Yeah. So I don't know if I need it or not. No, so far. But I type it for now. So I have the index or the number for right. So what came out of it will be something like for example, 0 is gonna be a 2, and then 1 is gonna be 7, etc. So we can know the index to the number, and then let's see for num in nums, and so I have the needed variable. Needed variable is equal to the needed is equal to the target minus the current value, and let me think. So now we can check whether the needed number is in the array or not. Let me think. Um, I'm thinking about the checking of this one in that array takes big over n. Um, Let me think. Yeah, it was not a good day because it's really distracting. Also, it's construction. I'm trying to focus. Um, I didn't know they will have an instruction construction. 2711 the target. Yeah, I'm thinking about checking of this number takes a PON because this is a array, it's not a set. But how can we make it faster? Um, let's see. If that number is in, yeah, also thinking about well, I'm thinking about in here in the so that's the index. If, let's see. So if the needed is um, in some sort of a set, some set, and then we have an answer over here. I need to work on this set later, but just for what it works. And dot append um, the current index. Also, okay, yeah, I'm kind of work out the solution now. So after index dot numeric. After current index, also the index of the needed number, which I need to find out here. Is the index of the needed number is from some set. Of course, at the end, it's going to return an answer. And let's see, I haven't used this guy yet. Let's see. Um, Also, I need to work on this sum set. So let's say if we are scanning this array, so 2, and the complement of that will be, the needed number is going to be 7, and then 7 has not been seen at this point, so this is going to be 2, and this one has been seen over here. Let me think. And then, yeah, I'm going to have something called a scene set. Well, there are many ways to do this, but the scene set will take in 2 elements. One is basically it's a tuple. You take in the index itself, also the number itself, and yeah, the scene set is gonna be is here the sum set. Yeah, yeah. And then here if the needed is gonna be let me think. Yeah, I'm also thinking about this is a number, but this is a tuple. Also, we need an index. Let me think. Oh, I'm under a bit of time pressure. Let me think. Oh, okay. Typically, I'm sorry. I typically do better than this because because of time and also the unexpected construction outside my window. I'm so sorry. Yeah, go. Yeah, please ask your question. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. So agile model basically to us, to me, it means that we develop something. I'm gonna stop with because we don't need to share screen. I'm gonna. Yeah. To me, it means that. Oops. It means that we develop something quickly as a let's say MVP and very quick and dirty approach, and then we ship it to our user for some testing, and then to see the feedback, also some of the feature that we need, and then come back to us, and then we develop some more additional feature or fix some bugs after. So agile typically to me means that we quickly develop something that is has some variable, and then shift back to the user and to see what they say, and then come back to us. It's like a quick and dirty approach instead of like a we developing something like a full fledged at the beginning, and we start something that we can ship over at the beginning. Yeah, Kanban. So we use the Kanban. We have a Kanban board to keep track of the progress over like every 2 weeks. And yeah, so that was one Kanban board. And also, also the team keep track of a sprints, and to see progress on a weekly basis. Um, and yeah, so this is something I can answer. Yes. Oh, okay. API design. Maybe I can share my screen again. So typically, let's say a couple. You're talking about the steps, right? Can you still see my screen? Yeah, steps. So first, I would set it up. A couple of a good practice to follow. One thing it would be, don't use the word in the API call. In the URI. So, for example, let's say we are designing an API for let's say and posting a article, right? So basically, we have like a couple of HTTP method, right? We have the get HTTP method, and also we have the post, and also we have the delete and delete, and also we have the put, right? So, and for example, let's say this one is taking let's say this one is in Node.js and Express, right? So we have the API endpoint. So let's say we have the endpoint is called, let's say this is the version one. Also, version control is very important for the backward compatibility. And also, let's say we are building a GET request for the articles. This is something also the practice I've been following using a Perl to make sure that this is the practice I've been following anyways. And then and then this is the get request, right? So also we have um, the the parameter, the URL parameter, uh, no the article ID, right? So this one will be specific for the get request for this particular article. right? And also we can have the I kind of lost my word. I'm so nervous. Yeah. So and I'm trying to say is that I wouldn't use the word in the API endpoint because the word can be in the this one can be in the HTTP method already, right? So we have the so I wouldn't say something like a get article because it's already embedded in the HTTP method already. And then yeah, go ahead. Yeah, scalability, which is very important. So a couple of things is already handled out of the box in Express. For example, the API request is being handled in a asynchronous because there's a callback loop inside. So that one is already enhancing the scalability in Node.js. And also to improve the scalability, something I was thinking about is the pagination, also the sorting, and also the filtering. That also typically I do it in also in the backend as well. Because if that one was done in the front end, that one kind of be to be is very slow. And um, yeah, so what else do I do for enhancing the scalability? So first is the AP. First was yeah the asynchronous nature. Also is the pagination. And so you're talking about the scalability within the API itself. So can you? Okay. Yeah. Also following the best practice I talk about, and well, I'm also thinking about the TLS, but that's more like a security thing. Um, and yeah, SSL and TLS. This is for enhancing the security between the backend and the front end. But this is not necessarily a scalability kind of thing because scalability I'm thinking about also the load rebalancing, but this is not necessary not load rebalancing, but this is not necessary for API call. Also caching is to make sure that well, as we know that is save the call to, let's say, the database, so you can cache on the backend level. And typically we can use Redis or we can use no cache or what have you. And yeah, also the we talk about we talk about the pagination, and also the filtering and stuff. And let me think about, maybe we can yeah reverse proc. And yeah, so I'm trying to answer this one a bit better. I'm just thinking about this too. Okay. Okay, thank you so much, Asha. And I have two questions for you. And one first question is, what do you do in McAfee, and also, what can you talk to me about your day-to-day job? So how does it look like? Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you for sharing your day-to-day job. And yeah, it's a little bit similar to the team that I've been working with. So hopefully one day I have the chance to work with you and with your team. And and obviously you have interviewed a lot of people already. And uh, this question is like, I don't have to answer directly. I wasn't expecting, but is it so, from like a 0 to 10? So how would you rate my performance today? Yeah. Yes. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. And one thing I want to add is, I'm maybe nervous, and also there's an outside construction that maybe decrease my performance a little bit. And if there's need, yeah, if there is, we can book another interview to reassess my ability. And I really hope to have the chance to work with you and the team in the future. And thank you so much once again for your time, Asha. And yeah, thank you so much. Have a nice day.